Hello everybody, I am Chilling3000 here, and welcome to episode number 14 of Chilling3000 Hangouts. Normally I don't really go live here on Friday nights, hello there Luke. Um, but I decided since I'm in a good mood, I decided I'll go live for the next hour or so. Uh, I may not even go live for that long, I may go live for 45 minutes or so, depending how much interactive we have in here. Um, I'm keeping the panel small today, so I won't be adding anybody else that I cannot invite. Um, but however, episode 15 is going to be a special episode, which I'll explain later on when it happens. Uh, Hello there, TCN Entertainment. How you doing? So yes, I'm gonna I just watched a Red Sox Yankees game, which the Red Sox actually won 5-2. So after the game, I'm saying, well, I'm gonna so why not go live? Because I kind of feel like I want to do episode 15 this weekend. Uh, which I am kind of aiming for tomorrow. Let me actually check my calendar right now. Uh, so let me open this up. So next week, doing good. I'm almost done with projects for today. That's nice. Um, if anybody has any questions for me, uh, feel free to put it in the live chat so that way I can answer them. We're doing a little Q&A here. Let me just check some. Sorry, okay. Um, Earlier today, while I was watching the Red Sox Yankees game, I've been doing a little project where, well, actually, early in the afternoon, I was filming MLB The Show 21, Road to the Show series with Posted Support, which is going to be sometime this week. So stay tuned for that. I filmed it with OBS. I'm gonna make like a couple more episodes depending how I feel. It's gonna be about 20-minute episodes, I think. If not, it could be 30 minutes or so, but most likely about 20 minutes on. Because like I said, depending on how the episode goes. Um, but after that, I watched the game, and also I've been doing some organizing of my Google Calendar recently. Um, Google Calendar is a great way to have your own calendar. You don't have to go out to the store and get your own calendar. I mean, you can if you want to. It's very useful to have your own calendar, to be honest, like an actual calendar. But about the Google Calendar is that you can actually use the Google Calendar, I believe, on both your computer and on your phone. Like it shows up on both your computer and your phone, on the calendar app on your phone, and it's very neat. I've been organizing it earlier today, and I've been actually downloading like sport events on the calendar as well. Now, speaking of sports, as you all know, the Summer Olympics in Japan is supposed to happen. Um, what was supposed to happen back in 2020, but we all know why that couldn't happen. Now, with the everything else starting to reopen, at least here in my area, um, unfortunately, actually, I mean, uh, 2021 Summer Olympics. Okay, so it says Tokyo Olympics is going to be happening Friday, July 23rd, and then it ends on August 8th. So as I look here, as I go to July 3rd, 23rd, it is on a Friday, and it lasts for about, let's see, about 2 weeks, or it lasts about 2 weeks. So, and I'm not quite sure exactly, um, like what is like the actual schedule of that. But what I did hear is that it's gonna be having no audience, which is kind of unfortunate that they had the rule of no audience at the Olympics. But um, I what I heard, the players that are already there is a little bit tricky for them to set up the Olympics up, that stuff. But hopefully the Olympics goes well, and I am looking forward to watching that. Um, which is at the end of July. So we've been waiting over a year for the Olympics, and I never been to Olympics in Japan. Um, prob it's, it's probably very expensive to go there because I mean this is like the biggest event of the year. So well, when it happens every 4 years, yes, it happens every 4 years. Now, I'm not quite sure if they're going to be doing it in 2024 still, after 1 year today, but who knows? They might have to do that again. But like I said, we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure if they're still doing the Winter Olympics. I'm gonna look that up. 2021 Friday. Oh, it's 2022 Friday, February 4th. But it happens. Let me actually look up some related to Nintendo because I have some exciting announcements here. Let me scroll down and find them. Where is it? I'm gonna give credit to where it's due to Jose and also Remix Plum for this. Market calendars, Nintendo fans. Nintendo at E3 2021 on June 15th. It is on a, let me see. Hot dang it, it's on the, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, hot dang it, it's on Tuesday and it's at 9 a.m. Pacific. Oh well, but however, let me see. 24 Nintendo Direct with roughly 40 minutes of info focused exclusively on the Nintendo Switch software, mostly releasing in 2021, followed by around 3 hours of gameplay in Nintendo Treehouse. I am super excited for this. Now, people did say that this was announced earlier in the year, which I did not really remember hearing about because I was on another group call and I was saying I don't know if they're still doing E3 this year, and at the time I kind of doubt, with the old virus situation. I know they canceled last year, if I remember correctly, but uh, with E3 now going to be happening this year, I am super excited for E3 2021. Let me actually look up. Let me see the schedule of when is the first release of E3. So let me look that up right now. I wish they have like a Google Calendar so that way I can easily put it on my Google Calendar, but I can always add it on my own. I don't know why my Chrome always sends me to Microsoft Bing. Um, so let me go to E3 2021. Um, Hello there, Callaway. How are you doing? There's Callaway, ladies and gentlemen. Um, okay, so when is the first day of the release of E3? Okay, so it says Saturday, June 12th. E3 organizers say that the event will officially kick off Saturday with a broadcast pre-show at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific. Ubisoft and Gearbox Entertainment will hold press conferences that day. I'm sorry to set a rough day, but for now. Well, I hope you feel better there, Mr. White. I'm just talking about some E3 stuff, which I will get to that later on. But hopefully you feel better there. And uh, so let's take a look here. If the organizers say that the event will officially kick off the pre-show, now I guess I'm not going to say how long the pre-show is going to be. So probably I don't know because it says here, and this is on a Saturday, mind you, which is good to be honest. Ubisoft for 2021 will showcase a variety of upcoming Ubisoft titles on Saturday, June 12th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. So the pre-show will probably be like 2 hours, I'm predicting. A pre-show will begin at 2 p.m. Eastern with news about updates for games such as for Honor, Watch Dogs, Legend on, and The Crew 2. The main event will feature the first gameplay footage of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six game, a cup title formerly known as Rainbow Six Quarantine. Quarantine. Sounds familiar. Dollar projects now, that's good. Um, I'm gonna work on my own projects tomorrow morning, believe it or not. I mean, now I think about it, excuse me. Um, Let me see. Ubisoft will go down deep dive. We'll do a deep dive on the game and this Ubisoft 4 pre-show, which goes at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. We can also expect appearances from previously announced games like Far Cry 6 and Riders Republic and updates on new content for um, Assassin's Creed, uh, Banana, and Rainbow Six uh, Siege. Sorry for my pronunciation. I never really heard these before. Ubisoft will also discuss products from its film and television division, such as the upcoming movie um, Werewolves Within. Gearbox Entertainment, Borderlands developer Gearbox Software will hopefully have plenty to show during the press conference Saturday. On Sunday, June 13th, E3 21 E3 2021 viewers can expect presentations from Microsoft, Square Enix, Warner Bros. Games, and 24 Entertainment. Very interesting stuff right here. The PC Gaming Show and Future Game Show also on stream Sunday. A broadcast pre-show starts at 11:45 a.m. Eastern and 8:45 a.m. Pacific. Microsoft will host its E3 Games Showcase on June 13th at 1 p.m. and 10 p.m. Pacific. The Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase will stream live on Xbox, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook channels. And will also, I said 24 Entertainment there, Luke. I said 24 Entertainment earlier. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. If you're wondering, Luke, I'm reading the article about E3 2021 that's coming up. Now let me go here. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook channels, and we'll focus on games from Xbox Game Studios, but and many game creators from our partners around the world. Square Enix Presents will begin at 3:15 p.m. Eastern and 12:15 p.m. Pacific. The 40-minute show will feature the announcement of a new game from Eidos Montreal, an update of Platinum Games, Babylon's Fall, and closer look at Life is Strange. True Colors and Life is Strange Remastered Collection and details of Black Panther War for Wonka, expansion for Marvel's Avengers. Monday, June 14th, kicks off with the broadcast starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. Capcom, Take-Two Interactive, Monica Games, Video Games, Razer, and unannounced Intel developers will have presentations throughout the day. And then on June 15th, the final day of E3 2021 kicks off at a Tuesday with a broadcast pre-show at 11 a.m. Eastern. Nintendo, Bandai, Namco, and others will have events. I'm not going to read the rest of the article about Nintendo here on GBH Boston. GBH Boston, that could be some. But anyway, some of these words are hard to pronounce, and I never really heard of these. That's kind of the problem with reading, but everybody's different. So yes, that is the article of E3 2021 right there. And I am very excited for this. And this is happening on June 12th, Saturday, June 12th, the beginning of E3 2021. So mark your calendars for that. Unfortunately, as for let's go to 13th, for example, the PC Gaming Show and Future Game Show also stream a broadcast pre-show starts at 11:45 a.m. Eastern. So, well, actually, no, not Sunday, June 13th. Let me go to the Monday 14th. E3 is Monday, so let me say about WWDC 2021. Yes. So, let me look here. Monday, June 14th, unfortunately, is at 11 a.m. And same thing for Tuesday. But I will say though, people, we are gonna have reaction streams coming up for E3 2021. Yes. We are gonna be doing reaction streams to this. I am not quite sure if I'm gonna be doing it exactly on June 12th. You know, um, because like I mean, I want to at this, I want to, but at the same time, they could have been. I'm gonna say like mistakes, but sometimes what I call it, like it takes a little bit too long than expected, and like in the future, like there that day or something, they post like a short version. And the most important thing is that my school schedule, which is the most important thing. So I'm not quite sure if I'm exactly going to be doing like a live streaming reactions starting on June 12th. Um, let's figure that. Look, I never heard of WWDC 2021. Let me look up WWDC because I never heard of it, believe it or not. What is this? It's Apple. I see. Apple Worldwide Developers Conference. November June 7 to 11. And of course, it's virtual because of the pandemic. Very interesting. June 7th. That's coming up. Um, and I am an Apple user myself, so who knows? I might do something like that. Um, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what's coming up. But like I said, I may not do reactions because, like I said, school. Um, have have you have a good night as well, Mr. White. Uh, but yes, I'll think about E3 2021 if I should do like actual reaction streams. Um, if not because of school, we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ah, excuse me. Um, but however, folks, episode 15. Now, I'm not quite sure if this is exactly going to be happening tomorrow, or maybe even the week after. Here's why. E3 2021. I mean, I could easily do it like there on that Saturday, which is the 12th. So who knows? Or I could just switch it to another day. Uh, but here's my plan for 15th episode. Um, I'm doing a game safari. Now, you guys probably already know about this because I said this before. Uh, but however, um, as for the game safari, it'll be on episode number 15, and it's going to be exciting. Now, like I said, it may or may not happen tomorrow. I feel like I want to be prime time. I kind of want to be prime time, to be honest. But at the same time, there is a Red Sox Yankees game I want to watch. So, um, and no, the Bombing 5 is probably not going to be happening this weekend again. Probably not for at least by in 2 weeks. So, yeah, it probably may not come. It may or may not come back next week, but it'll probably come back in 2 weeks. So stay tuned for the Bombing 5 on that. Um, but however, as for uh Hey Neil, how are you doing? Yes, I will definitely be there for episode 50. Only for um what do you call it? Only for between uh 8 or 7. Until um what time? 10:30 because um I do not want to stay up for too long because here's the reason why I haven't been out for the past 2 weeks. Okay? Um, last last week. I'm not talking about this week. Yesterday, but last week I had a doctor's appointment, and as for yesterday, I want to take care of my family and stuff like that because let's just say something have nothing too bad or nothing to worry about. Uh, this is something rather to be rather just in case. Otherwise, I would have said it. Let's just say rash. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, Hello there, Chester. How you doing? Excuse me. And at the same time, I want to fix my sleep schedule too. Excuse me. You know what? I'm gonna do something right here. Step by, just so we can get some interaction. I'm gonna promote this right here. Here. Oh, so, of course, this application keeps having to pop up for episode. Okay, there we go. I don't like this application. Sorry, my mic does that for some odd strange reason. Um, but let me do this right here. All right, there we go. That's better. Um, so let me do this right here. I swear, Facebook is just nothing but snakes. Right? I really don't like Facebook right now. Like my Facebook right here. I just don't. I just really wish that Facebook could go back to its old layout because I'm just sick of it. Um, because every time I try to go to like my notifications, um, it just goes to another tab. Like I'm just sick of it. Um, like it goes to another tab and I'm just like what the heck. Um, but I don't know. Facebook needs a fix. It really does. Um, let me see. Um, by the way, if anybody has any questions, any live chat, uh, feel free to ask me, and I'll be happy to answer them. As I'll be live here. Let's see what is. It is 11:45 p.m. So I'll be live here for let's say, maybe for the next 20, 20 minutes or so. I don't want to stay up too late because, like I said before, and also I've been working on getting myself back on track as for sleeping and stuff. But speaking of sleep and also was sending her Charlie earlier. Yesterday he did a 12-hour marathon. 12-hour marathon, and I think he is sleeping right now. because I haven't seen him really active all day. So I think he's. I mean, actually, I did see him on the stream earlier today. Um, so I think I think he's super right now. Um, but doing a 12-hour stream takes a lot of work. He did 12-hour episode 49. Yeah, and I think actually I look back and I think Brandon Martin was the winner of episode 49. I think Chester came like in second, if I'm right. Um, but yeah, like um, 6 hours and 59 minutes long. Well, one day, folks, one day, I am planning to do a 12-hour games marathon on my channel, and not only that, but possibly for another Chilling3000 Hangouts. Which, speaking of, since we're not only episode 15, but we have more episodes to come, and this is I'm planning to make this. Yes, Nihar, that's Luke's show he's talking about, not the Outcast. Um, but back to what I was saying. This is kind of like the point of Channel 1000 Years, where, especially starting on episode 20, I wanna say have a new format, but make it more like into a TV show. Like, oh, we have a visitor here. Hey, Chester, how you doing? You're muted. You're muted. Like it says, your mic is muted. I still can't hear you. Hot dang it. Uh, if you're on your phone, I would suggest going on your computer or something, because my experience with my phone is not that good. So you may have to switch devices or reset your audio or something. I can't still hear you. Actually, let me fix some settings here. And there goes Chester. Beautiful. You know what StreamYard needs, people? StreamYard needs its own app. Because this is why people are struggling with StreamYard on mobile. Okay? StreamYard definitely needs its own app. And I know some people say, oh, StreamYard is a fake app. I know a few people know what I'm talking about, but no, I'm sure that by the next 2 years, it will have its own app. I mean, look how much StreamYard has grown. And I honestly think that Donkey do right. Oh man. Hello, Abara. The fellow owner of the Family of Five. How you doing, Abara? But like I said before, StreamYard definitely needs its own app. Because whenever it gets its own app, I'm installing it right. Just, Uh, let me actually fix my headphones here real quick. Just in case, because hold on. Okay, now it's plugged in correctly, just in case if I miss something with my headphones. Um, so because I'm a little tired of this. So alright, let me do this over here. Okay. I'm using a service calling for the elements for my new Quiet Dreams music. No, I'm not gonna move these right now. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Have you seen the Quiet Dreams logo? I have not, but you can send me a photo of it on Messenger if you want to, so that way I can share screen it. So I don't remember seeing this, so especially with me being out of the Renegade stuff for a while because, like I said earlier, helping out with stuff on my personal stuff. Um, so yeah, you're more than welcome to send it to me, and I can share screen it. Um, I just okay. Oh wow. All right. Once Facebook loads, hot dang it, I'm gonna showcase the photo. So let's begin. All right. At least we have one guest on here, people. That'll be just at least for a cameo. So I guess don't count this as solo. Um. Okay. Let me try this. Ah, very cool there, Near. I have a tool here. It's called Page Marker. So if I can, um, let me go this. I thought I used another app or Chrome extension, but I could just. Hold on, let me try. No, I can't. Ah, there we go. I have another one, a very great what do I call it? You're welcome. Let me get out the. Hold on, this is how I do it. There we go. Um, how long did it take for you to make that Near? Um, but like I said before, um, I have another app that I use, and I think it's pretty cool. If you remember what the old one was, it was Cyber. Oh yes, definitely. And I'm looking forward to your new videos coming up. Um, and for those who are wondering, it's not. I think it's not on the Nihar M77 account that he's on chatting with right now. I think he uses another account. I forget the name. Oh, you're fine, Luke. Thanks for tuning in. It makes it all for me to have some interaction here. um, so let me. Okay, so I did double check with Chester to see if he's coming back. Look what he's having technical problems. So um, this is my person. I just watching. Okay. You're more than welcome to promote your main YouTube channel that you use, which I did remember you had like a power video that had over 10K, 100K views or something. Forget what how many views, but it was well done. Which it was, I think it was last year. um, so let's see, what time is it? It is 11:55 p.m. So um, we'll be live here, I guess, until um, depending. I'm gonna give Chester like 15 minutes or so, you know, and then we'll see what happens with that. No, so because it was that's understandable. Um, but I am looking forward to your upcoming content. Uh, I know you're. I think you're still on my Discord server because you're more than welcome to promote your videos there. Um, so it's like 9:56 over here. Oh well. Oh wait a minute.
There, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, it was probably the browser on my tablet because it kept cutting off. So normally I use my tablet or I never use my phone.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, StreamYard definitely needs its own app.
Yes,
Um,
it does.
because like many people a lot of people probably doesn't have Safari on their phones, so like they could use like Chrome or many or different other applications and um or what do you call it, and they just have a lot of difficulties. Um so it definitely needs its own app. But how are you doing this evening, Chester?
Doing good. I woke up a little, overslept a little bit, but I was up all night with Charlie and Brandon.
Yes, I was gonna say, I could tell why you stepped away because of the 12-hour marathon stream.
That's why I canceled my live wrestling show that I did.
Uh, I thought you were gonna say well, I want to say, I thought you were gonna say your chill on and editing stream or whatever, or what you do.
Well, that and I have to wait till the 7th because yesterday I nearly reached my limits with the StreamYard hours, but I'm planning on
Mhm.
getting if the views keep going up, I'm planning on getting the premium edition of StreamYard to have more than 10 people on for the chilling and stream.
Yes,
I mean, chilling and editing.
yes, which I highly recommend because you can do so many more things with the paid version. You, I've been doing this since April. Paige has been using this since last summer, and Charlie used it once, I believe. Like, um, do I just hear thunderstorms right now? Anyway, Charlie used it once, I believe, like over a year ago, like back in May or June. It was around episode 10 happened. He used it a couple times around then. For the Hangout cast, and then later on in the fall, he returned to StreamYard, the paid version of StreamYard. And I think the paid version of StreamYard is very helpful, especially not only with the 10 people, but also you can actually like add your own background. And even Alex Paris said that even professionals use StreamYard.
And I've
Uh,
seen a lot of ads with people I didn't know, like Nick Nemeth, Chris Brogan, who runs the Backpack Show. You know,
uh,
so I'm gonna go ahead and get it, the paid version.
yes, and it is a very good way to make your streams more better. If I'm gonna do like from now on do like a new podcast or um a new like series like this one, I'll use the papers because so that way it can start off right and also I guess make it more professional. Um, but I'm very happy with the papers, and I mean I really think Jordan should get it. Not gonna lie with his stream.
I guess
Um,
Jordan always. I noticed Jordan when he streams, he always has to wait till the next month for it to re uh, re up on his hours because that's what it does.
yeah,
It basically it resets. So yesterday was a taxing one, but I'm gonna try and do chilling and editing again.
yeah, and I just saw him like he was streaming yesterday. I mean not well, it is midnight, but on Friday. Um, upcoming or sorry. But yeah, I really think Jordan should get it. Now I actually never had a problem with what I call it, the hours of the reset thing because I mean I've been using StreamYard since 2019, and when I had the free version, I never had a problem with the hours, resetting it. I never had a problem. Um, no, I may not stream like every week back then, but I just never had like a problem with that one, which is kind of weird of how streamer does it. But while we wait for Mr. Nolan to come on to stream, what other projects do you have on your channel coming up?
Well, I'm planning to start on Death Stranding to stream it. I'll do my first.
Um, this is David St. Trump. I'm here to do my next film. How you doing, David? So, David, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. What the frick you doing? Doing a stream this late, boy? That's usually my shtick.
Well, I was in the good mood because after watching a good game, baseball game, I thought, you know what, I'll just go live. I won't go live for um like for an hour and a half. I'm planning to stream like end like in 10 minutes. So I
Oh,
decided,
okay, yeah, because I was watching The Conjuring 3, and then I was also I joined in Chase's stream for a few minutes and I was like, oh, let me come in there before it goes away. Uh,
uh,
yeah, yes, but that reminds me, Jester, I need to get the stuff ready to send to the winners of the award thing in a few minutes because Jester was one of the winners. David. 12 hours. Even though YouTube won't acknowledge it, was actually 12 hours and like 18 minutes. But even though YouTube won't acknowledge it, it was a freaking 12 hours.
yeah,
12 hours of chatting.
I
Or Brandon admitting to him touching himself. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, he also sang "Hollaback Girl" and what's the other song? "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time." David, by the way, did you see the posts from my girl that I shared on the Renegade chat?
I don't remember, to be honest. I've been busy.
You're not talking about the video that where your face is on Paris Hilton's.
I could care less, but anyway, back to the 12
Oh, you
hours.
care less about my girl? Her birthday? Well, her birthday's
No, I'm talking about you putting my face on some.
That wasn't me. That was my girl. You freaking schmuck. He also made Michael Bombardi Michelle Obama.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah. We found out that Michael Bombardi was originally Michelle Obama. Then he had a sex change, and then Michael Jackson had a pigmentation change, and became Michael Bombardi. And then he realized, because he was on trial last night, that's why
I
Michael
just
was
saw
begging.
I just saw some of that, and I was just after I came on, which I want to say right here, but when I after it up and I saw it, I was like, "Heck no!" But
I know, it's hilarious, but yeah, his name is he's now known as Michelle Bombardi. Next time you see him on Family Guy, next time you see him on freaking Rant and Rave, he's gonna be wearing a dress. He's gonna get. I'm paying for his breast implants and all that good stuff. We're
it's
gonna we're gonna
been
make we're gonna make Michael the most beautiful boy or girl or whatever that we can.
but I'll say this though. Uh, First of all, before I continue, I actually have a few questions of the episode, which I'll explain. I'll ask privately. But however, the thing is, I'm surprised that you actually stayed up for 12. I mean, I knew you were gonna do it. The 12 straight hours. I just don't get how I could stay up that long. Like doing a chill stream.
Well, okay, so basically, like, one, I usually am up, like, I'm probably not going to go to sleep till 6 because I'm going to be I'm going to be heading to my girls right now to go and celebrate her birthday. She should be coming back from hanging out with her girlfriends and have some great drunk sex. And, probably going to be up till 7 in the morning and then wake up and then go have fun for her birthday. That's why I said I may or may not be on Chill with Jordy. Maybe I'll just be on and have my camera on while we're, doing the nasty during the stream for Jordan to get some new subscribers.
Oh yes, congratulations to him on 200 subscribers.
Oh yes, congratulations! But I do take full credit in his success because I was on there for the majority of the time, and me, Dragon, we helped Jordan. So yeah, Jordan, you're welcome. You're welcome for the boost. But all joking aside, no, congratulations, Jordan. Well deserved. And one day you can possibly get as big as me and David.
I think Mr. Martin should have credit for showing success. Not gonna lie.
He wasn't even on last night.
Well,
today.
I'm talking about for the past years of the channel because of
But think about it. If like Brandon probably has helped boost it. But think about it this way: if that's the case, then he should probably have close to the same subscribers like I had last year, and Brandon has currently, because we both had around 1,000. So yeah, Jordan should have gotten a little bit of that sweet Kentucky fried chicken, but feel better. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool, Ibarra. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, and I can't wait for the Bumbling 5 to come back tomorrow.
Yes, and honestly, our actually, I don't think we are doing the Bumbling 5 tomorrow. I'm not quite sure exactly because I always.
I'm gonna feel bad if it gets canceled.
Maybe, who knows? I was actually thinking maybe we can have like one more week to like fully recover, but it's honestly up to you, because I was actually thinking of doing something else as part of the, try to get back on track with the show, but honestly, I think, with the Bumbling 5 where it is right now, I think we can make it better. And I mean, look back at episode 3 and 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are great episodes, and now, granted, I will say, like, I know I probably won't. I'm not responsible if the Bumbling 5 does go away, but it's like it is unfortunate, and it wasn't like, I'll say this, it wasn't like the Andrew Hawkins show was dying a death. This one was actually giving me some traction.
Yeah. But Brad Beauregard.
Oh yes, third prize winner. I'll be getting that going. I'm gonna hook my phone up in a few minutes, and I'll be sending it tonight because I've been slacking because I've had to go take care of things, get some big blues, get Sonic. I'm pissed. Yeah, Sonic was actually really good though. Chili cheese dog.
You know what's funny? Speaking of restaurants, um, could be
Well, at least he's well. I'll
I
say
died.
this: at least that bar is not. It's not for sure yet. Like all of us here. I know David is part of Bumbling Five. I'm sure most of us here are watching don't want the Bumbling Five to be canceled. But if it
Yeah.
does, it is the
Don't
people
worry.
who run
Don't
Shit's
worry.
choice.
Don't worry, people. We have a lot of great things planned, future shows, and I. If we last like, if we get a lot of good views, like for the summer, well, actually, we're doing this in seasons because
Ah,
I suggested this to Ibarra. We should do like 10 or so episodes for season one because think about it this way. Um, yes, it is your decision, Ibarra, but think about it this way as for seasons starting. Now, I understand that as for your show, how many outcasts us every week, but I mean, take a look at Rank Wave. They've been going at it for a consistent schedule for every single Thursday before they changed it to Tuesdays for 2 years. And
yeah.
and after a while, it gets pretty tiring, and sometimes you just need to recharge. That's
No,
what.
I agree. Like that's why do you think I decided to do Tales from the Nuisance seasons, even with
Yeah,
Paige doing live and uncut. But yeah, Tales from the Noose was broke up. Like, of course, we're gonna have season two. The first episode is gonna premiere on Father's Day, and then the rest of the season will be start premiering in August, which will be talking about the George Floyd incident 1 year later. That'll be the first episode coming in August, which will probably be a very polarizing and controversial episode because it'll be talking about everything that happened between from the incident all the way to now, and including my own take on everything, as well as personal take from stuff that even happened here in San Antonio where this event never even took place, even though there was, and some of the hypocrisies behind some of the ideologies behind certain things. But of course,
mhm.
want to find out more about that, check that out in August. I think August 4th will be the premiere date.
Have you
Of
already have you already filmed the episode?
have I ever what?
Have you already filmed the episode?
Not yet. I believe like I just want to wait another month because I almost talked about this back in March and it was going to premiere in April. Well, then the officer who was charged with the murder, he was of course convicted. So that episode would have been very dated. So
True.
I decided to postpone it until August because besides it's the like this past week marked 1 year since the whole riots happened in San Antonio, and of course I had a lot to say about that and got a lot of hate from it.
That's what I'm gonna say. Brace yourself for the coming mob.
Yeah,
You better,
and that's
you better
that's
be.
why, and it was mainly by a lot of uneducated idiots and all
But no,
that stuff.
but no matter what, Charlie, always be careful what you say because your words matter. And people.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you know, like I've been glad I've been a part of like a few panels with a mostly black group of people, and that I've been
Oh,
able to
there,
talk
Bar.
about this, and they've not been like, oh, hey, we're in the restroom together. That's fun. That's funny. Anyway, but I've been at least glad that I've been.
Room.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought that was
Charlie.
a restroom.
Yeah,
Okay, my
Charlie.
You thought my room is a bathroom?
But it reminds me of the background, my bathroom. But I'll be a Jordan here, and I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad this time.
But back, what do you call it? But it was nice being around that and being able to speak my mind, and and it wasn't like people who just said, "Oh, you're white privilege. Oh, you're racist. Oh, you're that." It was nice to fucking have, or well, screw it. David, you're like that's gonna be the problem you're gonna have with me. I'm at least gonna drop one f-bomb at least one time, and that's just how I talk. So, David, you may need to change these certain videos to TV14 or TVMA, but
I don't know about that, Charlie, but
at least when you have me on.
Dude.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's basically what like it was nice having that conversation without people just saying going with the old, why you're racist or so on and so forth. I'm like, no, I'm just one stating my opinion. Number two, I have logic behind the reasons because of certain things that have happened as well that I can back up. And then plus, I also use the old, like, when people are like, oh, we've been slaves for all these years. And I'm like, I'm sure a lot of you have never had to deal with that type of thing. Anything that's gone on in this day and age is not as bad as it was probably in the 60s, even going back to the 1800s. However, I will say this, though. I am literally part Native American. So if anybody ever tells me, oh, you're white privilege, you know how it's like. I know how probably my ancestors do, but do I talk about it every 5 seconds and use that as a crutch to defend my argument? No. But I usually bring it up only when they try to claim this or that, because you really don't know anything about anybody's nationalities and what their ancestors went through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're probably just mad because Native Americans got casinos and they are still fighting for everything. But that's hey, that's not our fault. That's just, to be honest, I think we were treated just as bad if like the Native Americans were treated just as bad, if not worse than the black community was at that time.
Speaking of casinos, excuse me. I don't know if they're open right now. I think there might be some, but
So David, before I go, because I do have to go because my phone's low, but I do have to ask you something.
yeah, sorry.
Will you be on the Hangman Outcast this week? I know you promised me, but I want word on camera. Okay.
Yes, I will, Charlie.
Because I was literally on Chase's stream,
when Nehar asked earlier.
Okay. Yeah, because Chase 25, I was on his stream earlier, and he's asking, are you gonna? We miss David. We want him back on. And I told Chase, I said that was and I understand why you did what you did, but I'm like, that was one of the dumbest things you've ever done in terms of streaming, because when you are a part of an episode that is white hot, like an episode that got over 1,100 views, you don't like say, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a 2-week break and then just not come back and all that when I'm probably the hottest commodity on the show. You basically milk it until you can't milk it no more. But like I said, I understand. I still would have fired you if you were on your way out as it is, because
hey, like I said before. Well, like I said before, Charlie, not everybody could be on camera, and I've been actually kind of, to be honest, using interest of being the streams because, one, it's not healthy for me, especially.
But I know. But when you're a co-host, that's like the main thing.
Yeah.
But
for every week, it could get kind of tiring.
Weren't you on most episodes of Rant Rave every week?
Yeah, but think about it, that was
that channel.
Yeah, I know him. His name is Jeff. But think about it, Chuck. That was during the pandemic. So it was.
Yes. But like I said, I always tell people, if you are a guest, you can come in whenever you want. But when you're a co-host, to me, how I look at co-host of a show, I'm not someone who cancels. I understand, with both of us, I know they've canceled sometimes when the co-host is not there, which is understandable. I do not. I keep the show going.
Yes.
But I can understand why. But however, I usually think. Go ahead, Ibaro.
Oh no! I just said. Oh no! Somebody in the chat says my name is Jeff. I just said, oh, hello there.
Yeah.
That's when the co-host is usually the person that always has to be there, unless, like I said, unless there's something comes up or whatever. If it's like Tom sometimes can't come in until an hour later or 2 hours later because of kids' practice, which is understandable.
But that comes around 9. So
that's why I could never. That's why I never. I've thought about asking Jordan in the past to be the co-host of Hangman Outcast, but I know his baby is Rant and Rave, so I know the priority with that show is going to be with Rand Ray, which
I'm
I completely
honestly,
understand.
I'm honestly interested of how Mr. Bombard, no, not Mr. Beauregard will do on the MA Outcast. I know he's in our group chat, but I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure how well he will do.
I'll say this, like my biggest advice, he needs to think of better comebacks and needs to grow some thicker skin, because I started noticing he was getting a little pissed off, and part of me wanted him to get it because I wanted that fire to come out of him so we could finally get like the Bombardi, same thing we've been trying to do with Brandon, and the fact that Brandon Martin, and the fact is that we've got that out of you, David. We got that, got energy out of you. You were not the same person like that I met a year ago that you are now. You're not swearing, you're not doing this. So I never wanted you to do that. But if you did, I'd be proud and also feel bad at the same time. But the fact is that me, Dan, you, Tom have gotten you to come out of your shell. And I will take credit, but I will also give credit to the other two. But however, that's why I even told Tom, I said, Michael, I'm glad Michael never accepted the Outcast offer because he ain't ready.
He needs experience, especially.
Yeah, like Andrew, I think is better. Like, I couldn't believe I said this. Andrew is better fitted on the Outcast. I never thought I'd ever say that. I actually, after that one stream we had with him on the Chilling3000, I never want to have him on my show again. But then we had him on doing the Card Shark stuff, and I was like, wow, this guy draws. Just need to get him the perfect position. That's why I made him the Card Sharks analyst of the Hangman Outcast.
Which you could add him to our group chat, but who knows?
But yeah, it's like freaking what do you call it?
There's a lot of people still
I want to have on what David?
We should definitely do Card Sharks for episode 50 as one of my last.
Yeah, it depends on what, because remember, we have a packed show. Remember, you're going on dates. Avoiding this, David. Like, and even if the girl does not show up, I swear to you, David, I will find somebody. If I need to go find a homeless chick down the street and offer her $50 in McDonald's to be your date for 2 hours, I will.
I agree. I'm so glad I was able to find it through the Card Sharks with that program I used. The last Card Sharks. Was that the?
Yeah. I will literally go. Yeah, but I will literally go and find a homeless chick, a pair of $80. I will go and pay a hooker to just be there and be on your thing, to be your date.
Just be careful. Serious I am. For your money. I think
you're home to see your apartment.
Yeah,
hey, Charlie, can I ask you something?
What, David?
Are you coming out?
What?
Me or David?
I don't know which. I don't know. I mean, which one is the one that sees rainbows? Hey, it's Pride Month, so it's okay for me to say this.
Well, yeah, my girl's bisexual, and she's very into Pride Month. Like, she's gonna paint her face.
There you go. There's a tie-in.
Just make sure you paint your hair rainbow colors, Charlie.
Oh no, I don't want to be Tekashi 6ix9ine. Anyway, but David, what's your question?
What was back to the 12-hour marathon? Like, what was like your skills as for not just to stay up, but how to keep the show going with the discussions and all that stuff? Like how?
Well, there were points when I was getting nervous because we were running. I should say that's when I started improvising with different stuff. Like I did a Q&A in one party episode. I had Brandon sing the hits. I had Brandon Martin sing "Hit Me Baby One More Time," fucking "Holla Back Girl" by Gwen Stefani, and "I Touch Myself" by the Divines. You could see a little snippet of Brandon admitting he touched himself on my channel. But anyway, and then I had Brandon Beauregard read a book of bathroom jokes. Then I did an impromptu HCPW title match in a live show in Saskatchewan, Canada.
Were you doing HCPW on Twitch at the same time? Like
no. It was just I did a simulated match So I didn't play anybody. It was me versus Brandon Martin, and I was just there commentating, and of course I won still. So even it's simulated. So anybody who thinks I booked my own stuff and rig it, because I even showed I wasn't using the controller. I don't know how to do it on my feet. So yeah, but basically just to show everybody that even when it's simulated, I still win.
What's this? Things that need to be addressed. Is that Mason's video? That's interesting.
I know which one he's talking about. Guess the answer is YouTuber SUMN. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh, the Resident Evil issue. Yeah, I remember. I think I saw. I don't know if I joined it, but I've never seen that. But anyway, David, I will be heading out now because I gotta get ready to go and all that. But yes, David. And one more thing, David. If you're going to be on the pre-show, I wasn't going to hold you on trial because people said it was played out, but due to your recent transgressions, David. Yes, David.
Friends?
You came in on trial, and you're gonna go out on trial, and yeah, David, you're gonna be put on the pre-show because this is gonna be the last pre-show until episode 60. On the pre-show, David, it will be the trial of David 3000 Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Avenue.
Jester, if you're available, I will have you as the bailiff. And David, my advice to you is get a lawyer and get a better lawyer than NXP because he didn't help your case last time.
Only you wish.
But yeah, so of course, you will see the return of. One second, let me get the picture going. You will see the grand return of Judge Hangman back in the courtroom.
I actually like Tom's music there.
Oh yeah, it's going to be the only thing that sucks about not having Tom during the pre-shows. We can't have the music going, but you know, we'll just do it there because we got too much shit going on at the 7 o'clock hour going forward that we don't have time for some trials. That's why I'm like, what could I do to kill time for an hour by myself with the guest? Oh yes, put David on trial again because of his transgressions. Because it was played out before, but now due to your recent crimes. Of course, I'll tell you what you've been charged for, so you can let your attorney know. You've been charged with being one of the best and worst co-hosts in the world. That's a crime because you should either be one or the other. You're charged with being a mute toward women, and you're being charged with trying to get out of certain situations towards women. I will tell you the verdict of those last two if you're found guilty. If you're found guilty, you must put on a dress and a wig and call yourself Sally.
How about you would be quiet, Joran?
Oh no, I'm taking no of the show. It's my showdown. Welcome everybody to David 3000's Chilling 3000.
Looks like somebody's canceled.
You schmuck.
See, sorry, that's what you get. CNN News, people.
Oh no! Hey, you use PEDs now, like on HCBW, so like all that.
I wonder why? Because you're the one who used poop.
No, you use it. It was you're trying to be like me, trying to be as jacked and veiny and muscular as I am. Nothing wrong with that, David.
Sure.
You wish.
Sure.
Hey, David. By the way, did you get my Viagra in the mail?
What?
Did you get those penis enlarging pills?
This is kind of funny. Just recently, my pops got some medicines in the mail, so
let's see.
Sent it to the wrong address, I guess.
Oh, I even made Charlie look at MLP Friendship is Magic. Oh yes, I remember that. That was very interesting.
I think we're going to end the episode now since you don't have to go anyways, turn. So that's going to end for the episode of 3000 Hangouts. Hope everybody has a great night. Maybe episode 15 tomorrow. I just have to see who's available. But other than that, thanks for watching and good night.
Before you end it.